Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a great night. All right, third time's a charm. I tried to do this already. Uh, I am going to be tapping into the Three-Eye Atlas comet because I've gotten some new updates on it. So one update was that it looks like it split into three pieces as it moved past the sun, and it's got a radio signal. So I'm more so going to be tapping into the radio signal aspect, but if the three pieces come into play here, then we'll tap in on that too, because that might hold some information as to like maybe the power of three, amplified. So I'm gonna let it come through. I'm just gonna start and kind of see what happens here. So I'm gonna use the Tarot of the Divine first. Queen of Swords. You know what? I am actually going to pull a single card for each one. The Devil for the middle. And then the third piece, the Five of Cups. We got the Knight of Cups underneath. So I do believe that there is going to be some very distinct messages coming up in the three sectors now. So with the Queen of Swords, that first one, it really feels like it's going to help bring clarity to something that was really... This feels like more of an individual message. Like, it feels like it could be an individual, a collective, and then another individual message. So bringing awareness to two individual, like personal matters, and then one more collective, it feels like in this middle space. Something that's been kind of with the collective energy, that feels more like something's been intertwining. It's going to be helping us to figure out how to pull the threads that have been weaving between us that can start to loosen the entanglements. It feels like we've been entangled in each other's messes. Like, I'm seeing a lot of very silky threads being woven between these trees here, and it's like we're all caught up in each other's webs. So this feels like a way for us to untangle from each other's messes so that we can separate and also come back together, because it feels like in the grand scheme of things the power of love is what's going to get us all to really bring that that wholeness back to the planet and start to move things in a better direction here on planet Earth. And when I see this devil, I always see this heart shape that the snake is creating in this card. So it always feels like at the center of it all, there's still that love aspect. So it's like something about the untangling of the collective consciousness is going to help to move us away from these two other aspects. So I am going to get more information on the two separate messages that are coming through. Yeah. I'm going to get some tarot, and I'm also going to get tea leaves for the first... Wait! 1 second. I just dropped a bunch, so let me pause and grab those. Yeah, it was like explosive energy and a lot of stuff like coming up. Now it's all over the place. So it'll probably have some ones that are in the reverse. Wait, never mind. Here we go. So it was pretty explosive, but the energy that was coming out in all the cards was like it was messy. So, and that was in reference to the Queen of Swords, which I felt that. It felt like some sort of messy situation, something really, I mean, even if you look at this card, she's got all those heads on spikes in the back, and that's giving me very Vlad the Impaler kind of. And as I said that, oh, look at that. 10 of Swords underneath, and the 10 of Wands wanted to pop out. So I'm actually going to grab both of them. Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. After the 10 of Swords, and the Devil again under the deck. So again, it is showing up that it's connected to this collective detangling, which is why I'm seeing all those heads. It's like it feels like that's gonna help release a lot of mental chaos, and well, not that it already did, it feels like, because these are two tens, and the Devil underneath. It feels like the untangling is already happening, and 10-10, it's coming to a swift end, because the 10 of Wands is really about putting down other people's burdens or other responsibilities that are not ours to hold. So it doesn't have to be other specific, like other people's things that you're holding on to or trying to take on, but it's saying that this first energy came through with a swift truth that is separating us energetically. Energetically, it feels like the plug has been released in some sort of way from the collective energy, and that feels like a really good place, because it'll allow for the clear mind. That's why the Queen of Swords is coming through in this energy. She's able to have that clear energy to be able to third eye open, like see clearly. I'm seeing her crown with this beautiful, I don't even know what kind of stone it is, but it's like a red stone in the center, and it's really drawing me to that, like some sort of activation, because normally the third eye is blue, so that red is really standing out to me with this Devil, and something about the collective energy was stopping the third eye. It was like the light was on red. That's what it feels like. The light of the third eye was on red, and now it's turning to green, literally right now with the two tens. So I'm gonna get some tea leaves for that, because I feel like a specific message is trying to come through, because that feels like great. Why do I need to know that? You know, there's a reason why it's coming up. So let's see, we got this and a time frame. Pin in February. Pin says new job / career. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, which is amazing. So something coming in on February. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Nice. And teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, cool. So it looks like some sort of, yeah, this truth that's coming in with this, or this clear state of thinking, clear state of mind, clear state of in the grand scheme of things, clear state of manifesting, because you can't really manifest from a chaotic mind. You'll end up just getting all kind of crazy shit coming in, and stuff going sideways, and stuff not coming in at all because it's blocked by the doubts, the fears, all that stuff. So it's like right now, this Devil coming in is detangling us from this collective mess with all that stuff. Like like I said, it feels like the like threads of web that have been holding us all together mentally. Like if you're really tapped in, you can really get a lot of static with the communication, especially now. Mercury retrograde going, this thing happening, the 3 split, like that feels very significant that it's split into 3. And the radio signal, it's trying to tell us something, and it's amplifying it, it's sending it in a direction, and also going to have some sort of point of focus. What is it focusing on? It's focusing on some sort of progress for us all to shift and transcend something here. And with this first message coming through, it's literally getting a clear mind to open up or release the entanglement, so that you can what source wants to give you. So it's literally like freeing up the way so that we can get the clear messages from our source, and it's somebody trying to come through, so that we can start some sort of, I mean, it's pretty clear, job or career. So it's either something it feels like something we're trying to do on our own, especially since the fish is here. The goldfish is, it says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. That feels like actually it's both, because we have the double tens, the 10 of wands and the 10 of swords. Spiritual growth, 10 of swords, and material wealth, 10 of wands. That feels like it's a dual thing. So it's like by freeing up, untangling all those strings in our mind that are connected to the collective's energy, and really tapping into those spaces, either through social interaction, job interaction, news, radio, television, whichever way we're getting information from outside, it's getting into our system. This 3-eye atlas is coming in to detangle that energy from our minds, so that we could have the third eye open and clear. So that when which is happening right now, that's why this 210's coming through. So now it's saying by February, this new career job is gonna come through. Either that or something about February is important. Maybe that is when this other person will show up. This a friendship with someone of the same sex, a meeting with a stranger. So it's this new same-sex person, most likely, coming in to help. So to offer some sort of push. Because when I see this February card, right, it's like I'm getting really drawn to the blowing. So it's like they are the ones that are, and in the spread, it's blowing onto the pin. So that's like this person is blowing your pin like a dart into something that's going to actually increase the flow of material wealth and spiritual growth. They go hand in hand with this venture. I want to get some more cards for the devil, because I feel like that is... Actually, I'm going to use this one. My alien deck for the devil. This one. Knight of Cups. This one here. 5 of Swords. And 2 of Cups. King of Pentacles underneath. I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to get some tea leaves too for this one. Okay. Tent. Temporary situation. That's underneath. And that I'm going to put next to the devil, because like I said, that feels connected to that first message. It's part of the untangling, so that we can release those collective threads It's also connected to this Five of Cups, which I think that's why this is coming in the way it is. Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, Two of Cups. And why I say that is because the Two of Cups to the Five of Cups, this person in the Five of Cups is like trying to drag this other person down into the water. So I won't get to that because I want to get more into that in a bit. I want to stick to what I'm in. So we got the Devil here. That's what the second piece, or the third piece, whichever piece, of three-eyed atlas that we're connecting to now. It broke into three, right? So we got door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Again, it's connected to that friend. So this is like pulling in, there's some sort of connected message. So I'm going to try to figure out what the message is trying to relay from one piece to another. Staff also. You will be taken care of in difficult times. That's awesome. So that means for this specifically, that's also why it's saying temporary situation. 10-10. It's trying to say that whatever this funky energy is, it's temporary. And if we can just kind of hold out, especially right now, it's actually leading to some really big opportunity behind this door here. So what do we got here? Knight of Cups. Again, it feels like that's the message. That message that this other person is bringing in. It feels like that's going to also help to... It feels like a chain of events. Knight of Cups, Five of Swords, Two of Cups. It feels like a chain of events. This person comes in, gives you a message. Five of Swords. The message somehow... Person that comes in gives a message, right? The message is some sort of divine message, because I see these two figures back here like they are divine beings, and there they are again, these skeletal figures. So it's like that's going to their higher selves, or their this person, other being that's coming through. Yeah, I mean, even underneath the King of Pentacles, it's some person's coming through with this sort of energy, this very stable energy, and their higher selves is going to talk through them, Knight of Cups, through their heart space, and it's going to like and open up something and connect us as a collective to some sort of information that is trying to get through to us from our guides, our higher selves. That's what it feels like. And that is somehow going to rebalance the emotional well, is what my mouth wants to say. So I'm just going to go with that. Rebalance the emotional well. Especially with this Five of Cups. Rebalance the emotional well. It's like she's standing in the well, and this person is trying to bring her down. And those two cups, again, Two of Cups is behind her. So there's some sort of connection coming through. Maybe some sort of information that'll help us understand how to reconnect a connection, or even disconnect from a connection. It feels more like, with this Five of Cups, it feels actually like disconnect from a connection, but the connection doesn't feel like it's a physical one. It feels like it's a dual message. Again, it's about like separating from one to get closer to another. With that Five of Cups, it feels like those are past things, right? Those are things behind her in this message, and this person is from the past, trying to drag her back to the past, and these cups are in the future. That's what it feels like. And then these cups, again, are those it's trying to draw attention to, and it's going to open up some sort of clarity, some sort of rest, put something to rest, or change the trajectory of another connection. So it feels like that person that's trying to drag her back, and it's connected to the hair. So especially for me, the hair is it's like the antenna. If the antenna is chaotic, got a lot of entanglements with the devil and that Queen of Swords, you'll start to notice thinning hair. You'll start to notice hair falling, limpness. Like it's heavy, because it's got a lot of energy connected to the hair, and it feels like all these things were pulling at that energy, which is the antenna to higher self. And that is also why it's connected to the other two messages. That was also part of it. The entanglements that I'm picturing in this devil. So odd side message, you might actually notice your hair improve in the coming months, because of the natural detoxifying effect of getting other people's energy out of our antenna. So it'll naturally cleanse out thought patterns and stuff like that. You'll start to notice, and then over time, which since February is coming up, probably till when you see February, and that even with this, I'm getting that there. See the thickness of that, like clouds hair. You probably will start to see the beautiful improvements to your physical hair, so that to represent the actual detoxifying process in action in our tangible world. So it feels like that's what that message is. It's finally getting rid of that old junk with this devil, the tanglements to other energies that are floating around out there, even past loves, past experiences, what have you. Those things are still pulling at, and this atlas is coming in to like suck it up like a vacuum, it feels like. So let's go on to this last message, because that feels beautiful with that double. It's really gonna open up space. I'm getting with that Five of Swords, like deep rest, putting something to deep rest so that there's space for the other stuff for this other thing to come to rebalance, you know? Five of Cups. Let's see. Five of Cups. I'm gonna take that as a side message. Yeah, okay. So that felt fun. This is a weird message, actually. And I'll tell you why. We got the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles underneath the deck. And then I hesitated for a moment because my intuition told me to pick up the back card, and actually 3 of them came up, and it was the Devil again. So again, tying it back to this middle message, the 9 of Swords, tying it back to that first message, and the 9 of Pentacles, really tying it all back to this current message. Showing how they all work in tandem. This 3-eye atlas is simply coming in. Yeah, I am going to get some tea leaves. is simply coming in to really detangle a lot of, I mean, like I said, all those energies that have been kind of entangling us to the collective energy, and clouding our space so that we didn't have space to bring in what we want, which is happiness, well-being. Look at that, beautiful underneath. New opportunities. I mean, this is like Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I mean, that we don't have the Ace of Cups. So there's something incredible going on right now. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past, which, yes, we see that with the Five of Cups. That's like letting go of the past, really stepping into there's some sort of clarity coming through with this person. And then nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Again, that ties to that connection with the Two of Cups in the center. It's really something about it really mending a connection by letting go of the old connections, old hurts, old emotional ties, tie-ups. So we have woman, dealing or relationship with a woman. Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Peacock, beware of great pride. Horseshoe, good luck. So that woman feels like that is this dog far away, and yeah, this handshake is separate, completely separate. So that stranger, there's some sort of stranger that's tied to your financial. That first one, that's a side, that's like a whole other message. That first information that's coming in is strictly, I believe, to help unfold opportunities, which is why the Ace of Pentacles is coming up. So the first and the third message, while everything is all tied together, the first and the third messages are directly connected, because it's saying that this untangling of with the devil, the untangling of all those energies that freed up the space for stuff, 10-10, it's ending that cycle of thought pattern, of it's giving that clear space, is opening up a door to some sort of opportunity, career or job wise, that'll get material and spiritual growth, and that is going to lead to meeting some people that are going to keep that momentum going, because that handshake feels completely separate from this other person. This message that came through earlier, a meeting with the same sex, dog far away, friends thinking of you, that is the same thing. And that feels like it's connected to the woman. And the flute, which is the disappointment in a friend or lover. And the great pride, beware of great pride, and good luck. So it feels like with the person that is a friend that's maybe caused some sort of disappointment, that feels like it will get sorted out, but it's connected to this door, this opportunity that's trying to come in. That person probably has some really valuable information, and you might not be trusting it at the moment, or because it feels like they don't know how to take care of things. So I'm seeing this flower, and it's wilted, and it feels like and with the flute actually is kind of interesting. I'm going to read the advert for the flute part, but the wilted flowers feels very much like the person they were neglectful, they didn't take care of something that was important to you. So let's see what the flute says. Flute. A silent flute lies next to a vase of dying roses. The beauty of the flowers and music has passed. This card indicates that the quarist, us, will be bitterly disappointed in a trusted friend or lover. So it feels like the flute aspect is calling attention to it. That could also be some sort of, yeah. I wouldn't be too caught up in that. It feels like actually it won't be something that we will have to really directly connect to with the staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. It feels like we're going to get help through this thing. That's probably why the flute is even showing up. It's like sources calling it out in advance so you can kind of avoid it. It says beware of great pride, peacock. So it's like just avoiding the situation is going to allow for spirit to come in and make the moves on the chessboard for us instead of us trying to do it. And that'll give us the luck that we need. Because we have the devil and then the 2 nines. Nines are about like cycles ending. And when I see this 9, it's like when I see these double 9s, it's like really, really overcoming. Yeah, literally. Because the devil is something that's easy to overcome. 9 of swords, some sort of mindless pattern of thinking, of overthinking, of constantly analyzing. And that ending of that cycle, 9-9, is unlocking the flow, because this 9 of Pentacles is about like the fact that our focus has been trained to work on something that's really important to us. So maybe that's what it is. This person, maybe we felt like this person was going to help us with something else or help us with moving things along, and they didn't, or they came up short. It feels like that they came up short, and this devil's coming in to say like, hey, maybe not. The fact that we've entangled ourselves or it became a codependent environment because of the enmeshment or the expectation that the other person was going to move this thing along at a speed that they were not capable of, even like if it's a business thing, which it feels very much so. So it's like, if you wouldn't leave your favorite vase of flowers, that's a really weird analogy. Like, if you wouldn't leave something important with this, or you can't trust this person to take care of something important, don't put it like it's more of a, we have that information now, so let's not let it happen again, is what I'm getting from that. Like, but it feels more like don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type of thing. Like, maybe this person's shortcomings isn't the whole picture, because they are still trying to come in from a distance to like, and they're on the other side of this opportunity. So it feels like it's all connected. It's like a loop. So 3-Eye Atlas is coming in to clear all this energy that's been coming in from the collective, and it's going to open up an opportunity that's actually going to reconnect to a lot of different connections, actually. I feel like it's gonna reconnect us to some sort of friendship that sort of fell off. It's gonna reconnect us to a state of passion, and it feels like a state of clarity. Well, we already knew that. A state of receiving messages and clarity, and there's some sort of like big, clear, aha, holy crap, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to be doing. It's like that kind of thing, like my purpose. Huh. Something that's gonna fulfill, I mean, the trifecta of what you want in and I feel like the reason why the Ace of Cups didn't show is because the Five of Cups is still here. And I'm getting a lot of like whoa, 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 pressure in my ear. That's the missing part. It's gonna, that Ace of Cups, the overflow of energy, literally, as I split the deck, that overflow of energy will come. Ace of Cups will come through, and you'll have the 4 suits to be able to step into manifestation or the magician position, because you have all the earth, air, fire, water, when we walk away from the emotional ties, which is happening currently, because we see that with the 3-eye atlas. It's like vacuum sucking stuff from us, from our past. It's like from our backs. So you might start to actually feel a lot of physical symptoms in the back area. I'm getting a lot of upper back area, neck, upper neck, back of the neck. So from like here to the mid back, there might be a lot of tension or weird sensations there. Yeah, but it feels like this 3-eye atlas is coming through to clear up our energy space, so that we can, I mean, get some seriously old gunk out of our systems and open up some kind of crazy opportunity that we really want, which is this 3 of Cups underneath. Opportunity is 10 of Cups, Judgment, 9 of Cups. I mean, amazing. I feel like with this message, it's bringing in everything. I mean, that sounds so, there's no words to explain. Everything that we could ever want. It's a wish come true. The 10 of Cups is total emotional fulfillment. It's happiness beyond anything. It's tears of joy. Judgment. We have something coming to us, like, again, that aha, aha moment. And that's going to 9 of Cups put us into a place of feeling overflowing joy again and again and again, because 9 of Cups is about getting into the space of emotional fulfillment, putting ourselves there. And with this one especially, it feels like, again, it's calling to that connection. 10 of Cups, really, I mean, we might actually have some up leveling in some sort of connection, a deepening in a connection, taking it to a next level through this chain of events. Remember, because it's all of this stuff is connected. This meeting of a stranger, the boost in the career, the security in the nest, expanding, like the secure emotional security in the family space, this rebinding of a friendship, it feels like. It's all connected, and it's through this, I mean, vacuum effect that 3-eye atlas is coming in with to help us with. it simply feels like it's with the aces especially, it's a help. It's three atlas is like the intergalactic help, or especially with the judgment card, it literally feels like it's like coming through with that intergalactic helper is what I'm going to call it, to suck out all of the crazy stuff that we've had stuffed in our energetic fields. So we're going to be feeling a lot of sensations. Like I said, I genuinely feel that. So take care of yourself, especially with all of this big energy coming through. Take care of yourself. Drink a lot of water. Get out into nature if you can. It's going to be a trying time. Get rest. Because we're shifting into a new cycle, like brand new, and some big opportunities are coming through. So we want to be ready energetically, emotionally, all that stuff. That's why this message is coming through. That's why all these aces are coming through. It's like, yo, be ready for Ace of Wands, be ready for Ace of Swords, be ready for Ace of Pentacles, because you can really take shit to the next level and have all the things that we want come through pretty quickly with this sort of energy. So I hope that helped. And if you would like to leave me some comments about what it is that you're working on, what it is that you've been seeing around this sort of energy, because I would love to see what y'all are bringing in. I feel like the coming years are going to be so beautiful because we're going to see this stuff unfold in the world, and that's exciting. I mean, the energy that's been coming through have been crazy amazing. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one though. Good night.